It had been weeks of hard work to get me to this point. The slow mutation of seedlings takes seasons to perfect. But I was not changing my plan. I thought that while my crop seedlings grow and I wait for a harvest of seeds to plant fields of every variety, that I should make a start on some other growing projects that could take time. Trees for my orchard would take a long time to grow from the saplings I had traded off the villagers in Neilking. Planting them soon was the best. The area I had in mind needed a lot of work to clear. Many trees needed to be chopped down to make space. Now then, welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale in the Magic Farm 3 mod pack and all that jazz. I'm doing chores right now. I'm just checking things out and doing chores. I'm thinking about turning this off because I kind of have a backlog of... where's the thing? This side. There we go. Kind of had a backlog of jungle wood. The barrel over here, which I only really wanted 64 stacks of any wood type. I've filled that up, and I've also been making wood products for it as well. So I've got near enough full planks and slabs and quite a few stairs and all that kind of stuff as well. But that's given me an idea for what I can do this episode that's slightly different. So what I'm going to do is break that. So now it's no longer a farm. It won't do anything. It will not store the power, and it might have lost the fertilizer, but still, I got lots of appetite, so I'm fine with that. I emptied the majority of things out first before I did that, just in case. And now I come at the top here to clean that out. Oh, there would have to be a tree, wouldn't there? And I'm going to break all of these saplings, and because the farm's not active, it'll come into my inventory instead. And then that should clear it out and settle it all up so that I can put the next tree in there. And thinking of trees and the different tree types and all that, I'm building up this nice little stock. I've got plenty of things that I'm working on in the crops, varieties of crops and things like that. So we've got that still working. I'm not just giving up on that. There's a few things I want to show you there as well. I'm just doing these chores just to keep things that are normally working perfectly, keeping them maintained, just keeping them all happy and in working order. And what we've got is, well, lots of sandwiches because I've spent so much time over here. It's really given me a good food supply for myself. And I do have a full packed lunch right now, all but the sandwich I've just eaten for my lunch before we started. And things like that, just checking that things are working before I move on to another project. And moving on to another project, I think I'm going to use all this wood. I think I'm going to use all this jungle wood for the new project. So that's filled up there. This is still broken, but when I put this back in, there shouldn't be any signs of jungle wood in there at all. Please. There we go. Yeah, no signs of jungle wood whatsoever. The power will refill and the fertilizer will refill. All I have to do is add in some dirt. So I get 6 stacks of dirt, fill them in, and we can then just walk away from it and it'll stay sort of null and void. It won't do anything for a little while. Should be okay. There we go. So that will replace the sand, put the sand away, all that kind of stuff. We've got quite a few cocoa beans as well, which is okay for the food prep side of things. I might have to send cocoa beans and apples upstairs to the kitchen. And yeah, but at the minute I'll just keep them there for ease and throw my saplings away. That should have cleaned up that lot, yep. So the next thing is to clean this chest out. And what I'm going to do with all this is make lots and lots of fences, I think. I think that's the thing. But first, now that's set off, that's done, that's sorted. The sandwiches are working nicely, and that little farm out there is doing good. My charcoal supply, well, I don't need to go down there necessarily. My charcoal supply is massive. I've got lots of charcoal spare, which is good. And also, over here on the power front, we've got a backlog of 40 stacks of saplings. This is all backlogged with saplings and biofuel, and the buffer for power's done. And I've recently turned this off. So it should be getting rid of the things that are in here, because this is full And all of this is constantly running, and they're making tons of charcoal and all of that. There's a load of sand there as well. So hopefully this will turn off soon enough. I do have this though, red spruce pollen. 1 out of maybe 1,000 runs of the system there. Wow, okay. Well, I've got something now anyway. I don't know whether I'll use it for anything just yet, but we'll put it into the forestry drawer and hope for the best. It's disappeared into forestry trees. There we go. Okay. And what I would like to get started is the bees, because breeding the bees also takes a fairly long time. It does require a little bit of automation. I don't know if I've got what it takes to automate the bees in this mod pack. Generally, automation of bees I've used like applied energistics or buildcraft pipes or something like that. I've got extra utilities in this case for pipes and thermal expansion, so I've got to decide what can work well with bees and get back to you on that. Down here in this area where I've spent a lot of time just AFKing in a corner over here just to let the things grow. It was mentioned about the netherwort crops needing darkness, so I covered it in half slabs so it was dark in there. So there's no light source, and yes, they are growing properly now. And I also made a little area over here, and I've just broken that area. Awesome. Made a little area over here where I have got some growing. Oh, there's a mature one over there. That's good. All right, let's take this out of here. I'll grab that one now. Wow, too much stuff in my inventory. Let's grab that full plant there. Let's replant that there to let that grow again. I don't know why I want it to grow again, but we'll leave it like that, yeah. And is there anything I can take? Is this one mature? No, no, no. None of these are mature yet. Okay, well, that'll do for now. We'll block that back off and leave them in the darkness, so that's good. Once I've got a mature one, you see, I kind of just want to leave that now, but once I've got a mature one, then the idea is that I can just come along and place it down. I need soul sand. Yeah, the idea is that I can come and just place it down wherever I want. I'm going to go and dump this in a chest now. I'm so busy thinking about what I wanted to do this episode that I've forgotten all about the things that I've done so far. There we go, we get rid of those into there. Alright, so a lot of these are still underway and under process. And it seems to be working okay. Some of these things take ages to grow. This is still at 71%. And I've grown all sorts of things since then. Things are growing okay. I've duplicated these guys, these seeds over here. And got a couple of diamond seeds there. Yeah, 3 diamonds overall from that lot. That's not bad. And there's plenty of other things that it's all sorted. So it's going well over here. It's just reaching that grindy, slow, waiting for things to happen. Leave it on a server and come back in the morning type thing. But this isn't on a server. I should maybe think about putting this on a server. What I want to do today, though, I think we'll go to the village and pick up something. So we'll get Spell Check or Rick, and we'll take them for a little ride. Which one today? Well, I think I used Spell Check a while back for lots and lots of travel to the village. So we'll go with Rick today. Even them out, make them feel special. And we'll head out this way. I'm just... actually, I can't go and pick up those yet, can I? Nope. I can't go and pick up all the saplings because I don't have the inventory space. That has now stopped harvesting those, look. Right, so these are fields out here. These are fields that I wanted to plant crops in. They're quite neat and tidy looking. Fill in some of the waterways maybe and do fields across the place to surround my base in farmers' fields. And I also set up this route over here, just in case those of you that haven't been watching the full series, shame on you. Set up this down here as a roadway all the way down to my Botania mass mana producing area. So the idea of this area is I just AFK around here and mana gets produced. There's going to be lots of other ways to produce mana over here as well, but it's going to be bulk mana creation and things like that. This at the minute is fairly empty looking because I filled up my tablet the other day. I carry this tablet in here to keep the durability of my armor okay. and I haven't AFK'd over here for a while to let it get sorted. So, leaving that for now as well. But on the map, let me show you, the area that we're in now here, I wanted this to be the Botanical Gardens area. And around this area here, sort of this square area around here, I wanted to do the orchard, fruit orchard. And I'm thinking that I'll do the bees on the other side. So I'll have bees and fruit trees. And then this section up here will be the Botania area. So you travel through the bees fields and the orchard to get to the flowery part of the botanical area. Yeah. I also wanted to cut this area of land out and sort of curve it round to follow this, to make this more of a lake in the middle, just to divide it up a little bit, just to make it look neater. So I think I've got to work on some sort of development around here today to try and work on that. I think I'm going to work with a few chunks and level it and set it all up properly. So we're starting around here, I should think, and on this kind of chunk line here that I'm on. Yeah, maybe one chunk further up and then go in and cut down. There's a mountain there, so maybe this is the best one. So this line here, this chunk line, let's check it out. There we go. This chunk line here. So I'm planning on fencing in this chunk line here, putting fences down here, fence off down that way as well, to fence the area in so that baddies can't come and get me. And then, let's turn that off. And then once I've fenced all this section in, I can then start clearing it of the current trees and start planting out the forestry and the Pam's Harvest Craft trees. So that is what I'm planning on doing first, and I'll be back with you in just a minute when we've got that done. And this could be a simplistic way of making things happen here. Let me just see. That gives me that, that gives me that, that gives me that. Okay, so if I make sticks from that, can I clear that, select that? Let's do it. Sticks from this. And then that does that. Okay, so that's sticks, sticks, sticks. Yeah, okay, so it's oak planks that it needs there. Hey, what are you doing in my crafting circle, my crafting halo? I don't know. Not enough materials. Okay. Why is there not enough materials in there? Because I need to do the other one first. Okay, so we do this one first. There we go. And put that in there. It's not quite what I planned. Let's go around this way a little bit. We go that in there. There we go. So now that. And now if I click on this, I get sticks. Yes. And then if I click on this, I get lots and lots of fences. So I can quickly create these things, which is awesome. Okay, so that's wood planks. That's wood planks. That's sticks. Make loads of sticks. Yeah. I can't. I'll get the hang of it. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. And it should be a lot quicker for me overall, shouldn't it? It should be a lot quicker for me overall. Let us see. I will figure this out. I've got so much in my inventory that I probably need to make just a simple chest or something to start off with. Just to put some of this oak wood out of the way. And then go from there. Did I just make a chest and throw it on the floor? Oh my days. Alright, this is going to take longer than I thought, because I'm derping all over the place. Let's throw that away. Throw this. Put that. There we go. Right, now. Place this over here. There we go. And put all of that in there out the way for now. Okay. So now I should be able to craft the fences up. There we go. Not enough materials anymore. Craft the sticks up. Can I just hold my finger down? Yeah, just keep crafting them. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah, lots and lots of sticks. Does that do everything? All right, it's just going to do all the ones in my inventory. And then I can craft up these again. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's going to save me a lot of time making the fence posts going all the way around. Yeah, I could possibly just do it a lot quicker this way myself. And then occasionally do it like that. But if I'm just struggling for one, maybe I'll use the halo. I don't know. I don't know whether I like using it or not. That seemed quicker to me, just making it that way. Kind of. I suppose this has its uses for other things. Anyway, I will start fencing all this off and clearing it all out, and I'll be right back. Oh my days. It got dark, and guess what? Nasty things arrive at dark times. I'm slowly working my way around this area, but it's taking its toll. There's a lot. You just threw It's throwing bits of fence at me before he burnt up. I like the fact that they burn up. That's a good thing. Get rid of them. But still, this is quite long-winded. I do have my dirty stick out, but I'm also getting rid of a lot of dirt, so I'm trying to use the dirt up out of my inventory. But when I run out of dirt in my inventory, I use the dirty stick to get that. But there's also a bit of a dip goes on down here. Now, that's going to make for a nice little edge round there, but for now, I've got to fill it all in and get rid of all the trees and all that kind of stuff. It dips in a little bit there. I can reinvent that side there. Close to where I want to come back down over this side. I think it's just around there somewhere and go back this way. So it's not too much of a dip on here, but it is a dip all the way along the edge. And then we've got to like knock it down slightly. Oh, there's lots of ways to go. Lots of things I can be doing. Thank you. Goodbye. And you. Goodbye. Thank you. Hey. So, we've got lots and lots of crafting still to sort out. Not crafting, but digging, terraforming still to sort out, and cleaning the place up. I'm going to get on with that as quick as I can, but it's going to take me some time. So, yeah, I'm just going to get on with it and be back with you in a bit. Alrighty, well, it's been a while. Been a while indeed. Me and Rick have just been over to the village to go and fetch up all of the star fruit and saplings and all these kind of things that we've got. I'm going to have a look at sapling in NEI and see what we've got. Now, we've got huge amounts of different things because of forestry. Huge amounts of things because of forestry. But we're focusing first on the Pam's Harvestcraft stuff. So I'm limiting that down to Pam's Harvestcraft. Where are you? There you go. Pam's Harvestcraft saplings. So we're kind of going to get in this sort of order. We've got, what is that? 9, 18, 27, 36, 37, 38, 39. 39. And I've got 5 chunks. 5 chunks by 5 chunks. So I'm not going to need them all everywhere, but I do want to sort of arrange them over here. This is the only section that I haven't done because of that great oak tree in the way. And a great oak requires more than my copper mattock can stand. It requires an obsidian level axe. So I'm going to have to upgrade my Tinker's Tools to get an axe that can do such a thing very soon. That's the next thing. I've basically used up my copper mattock. It's dead virtually. It's just gaining some durability back. And I've also used up all my mana by using the Rod of the Lands to fill areas in. But we're getting there. And fortunately for me, a blood rune is rising right while I'm out here. Okay, so I've got to get out of here quick. Because this is not going to be a place that I want to be. I don't want to be out in the open during a blood red moon. So I am going back and I'm going to sit with my seedlings for a little while. And yeah, I'll be back in just a minute when the night's over. Well, I have managed to get my first of the tier 3 seeds that I was after, these enderweed seeds that makes ender pearls, tier 3. Got that just recently, so that's pretty cool, I like. I'm just going to quickly replant it over here now. This is the setup I had that got it for me, and I didn't need anything special going on over here. Unlike the netherwort, which is the other one that I've been working on. I'm just going to leave that in there for now. Let that grow up a bit, and then transfer it over when it's fully grown. Leave those as they are for now. I'll move them around a bit later on. This one, I'm trying to remember what it was that I was after, actually. I think it was the blaze, the Nightorwort. Nightorwort, and the chances are that the Nightorwort will need darkness as well. Even though it's got glowstone under there, the chances are it's going to need darkness as well. So I'll see about that one in the future as well. As you can see, it is still the middle of the blood red moon, so I'm going to have to carry on staying indoors for a little while. I might do a little bit more seed planting and harvesting and setting up down here while I'm waiting for the night time to be over. Hey, morning has broken, and away we must go. So, let's see. Apple saplings. Now, I haven't got any bone meal. It would be nice if I had some bone meal. It would be nice if I had a Skye farm getting bone meal. Maybe I'll do the crops that do bones soon enough. But all I'm planning on doing at the moment, I may change this layout around later, but all I'm planning on doing is leaving 2 in all directions from the sapling, because that generally works with most saplings, so we're going to go with that. And almond, I could try and find them all in the order that they're supposed to be in as well. That's a pain in the butt, isn't it? Maybe I'll just go with however they come at the minute. Let's go 2 and plant the next one, and then so on. We'll just plant them however they come into order for now, just to get the first batch of them growing. And then some like these, where we've got 3, we'll just come along and we'll just plant them out, all 3 of them. And I'll just empty out my inventory of these guys just to start it all off, start the ball rolling. And then as these grow up, I will then take on the stage of sorting them and trying to figure out what I actually want them to do. Because I'm going to be manually collecting these fruits. So it's not like I'm doing it like I did in Agrarian Skies, where I had machines doing the work for me. This is more for the storyline, that I'm planting all of these trees so that I can get all of these resources for the people that I'm going to be feeding the famine and all that. So I'll let these grow up naturally rather than using bone meal on them. And I'll carry on working over at the other area for a bit, and slowly but surely we'll fill out this area into a very fancy looking orchard. And then every now and again I can come along and just collect from the orchard. I may do some sort of sorting barrel system at the end by the road here. Yeah, I don't think I want to do any automation for it though. Whereas the bees, that's kind of the next thing. I've got to clear out this area around here for the bees. And once I've got this area cleared out enough for some bees, I don't need a big area, so I'll probably do a smaller area just around this section here, this flat area. Then I will work on that next episode and try and figure out some ways to automate bees in this mod pack. Because being able to just leave them to run is one thing. These chunks are loaded while I'm over here. So I've got that advantage that those chunks just over there will be loaded while I'm around here. And I can then work in the greenhouse while all of the bees and the trees and stuff are growing over there. Or I could be working on the magic while all the bits are growing everywhere. And slowly but surely we shall make this a great big farm for all sorts of farming requirements. Some of the fruits maybe I'll like the look of for recipes and automate the farming of them in a similar way as I'm going to start automating the seeds over here. Start automating some of the bees to make produce for me. Start automating some of the farming. Automating some of the trees with farming to get going from there. And then we can see where we get from that. I do have a feeling that that's going to need darkness. Let me grab something. I want to just get this set up now before you go, so you can see we're getting on with it. Half slabs. I've got plenty of jungle slabs still left. Let's use those, and let's see if we can get our first crop of seeds. Let's go. Yeah, let's just place them all around here like this. And some over the top like this, and maybe some like this to give it some complete darkness like that. It's not going to be complete darkness because of this guy here. Okay, let's block those light sources off as well then. There we go. And under there, and oh, I just made that one come away, which is not good. Dang it. Okay, so what can I do to fix that quickly? I need to just get this ready, so let's just take that plant out of there and swap it with an orange tulip. Oh, stuck in a hole. It's terrible. terrible designed. Why am I so bad at designing things? There we go. Let's put him over here. Orange tulip. I'm going to take this orange tulip that's already prepared, already grown. And I don't know if that makes any difference to the mutations, but I heard that it did, so I'm sticking with that. Right, let's leave that in there, and we can block this off and block this off to make it all dark inside there. Now, let's see if they grow something. Grow something for me, please. I'm going to stand AFK here for a little while and try and figure out if we get anything. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be standing like this. Until next time. Well, maybe not thoroughly until next episode. I'll get some more work done in the meantime. But thank you very much for watching another episode of A Druid's Tale. I will see you very soon for some more. And we'll get on with some bees. That's right. We get bees. Yes, I will see you in the next episode for some forestry bees. Until then, goodbye, folks.